I got my 45 in my face. When a nigga getting Benjamin, everybody with him. Then when he ain't really getting it, ain't nobody listening.
Where you from?
Charleston, South Carolina. Downtown, to be exact.
It's not an interrogation, man. I'm sorry.
It's an interrogation, man. I look like a criminal today. But fuck it.
If I got a problem, I'll address you right in front of them. If they got a problem, then I'll beast on every one of them.
No, man.
Let's go.
Everything good. So, I mean, pretty much, you know, we just want them to know, like, you know, what it is that you really bring to the industry.
To be honest with you, that's a good question. I hear a lot of artists screaming in their own lane. I got my own lane, that's just that and third. But a lot of these artists who make these statements, music trash. So, for me personally, I can't really say I can bring. I don't really say I can bring too much to the industry other than clean up the filth. You know what I mean? Like
right.
Basically sanitation, man. Cause my music ain't nothing like what you hear on the radio. You know, in comparison to some of the things that's being thrown out, and they call music, like there's no thought. You know, most artists done move from the pen and the pad to off the top of the head, and you see how that working out.
Right.
You feel me? Even the most intellectually sound artists who move to this sound horrible, man. Music don't got no substance. So me personally, I would say just sanitation, man. But seeing how the way the industry set up now, sanitation ain't even accepted. They just want the trash. You know, that's just a big landfill.
Right.
Per se.
So does that make you want to even get into the industry like that, or does it make you want to pretty much create your own? In a sense,
I got my own following as we speak, culturally, right. Ethnically, but money wise, it's best to stay independent. But if you want to reach the masses, you're gonna have to submit to,
right.
You know, a bigger construct, basically. You know, a bigger institute, because they got arms like an octopus. You don't. You know what I mean? Regardless of how you look at it, the bigger corporations got more their hands in the media. Bigger range of networking. You can do a lot as an independent artist, but a lot of those avenues are cut off, right. Literally physically because that's how they get you to transition into making money off you instead of you making money off yourself. So, I mean, on the conscious side, I would like to get around with a major. But that wouldn't last long because of who I am, you know, and the type of message I'm possibly gonna be projecting once I get to the masses. So when you underground, you can do as you choose, but at the same time you can't, because you gotta stay relevant. So say for example, you got, not calling no artist shitty or nothing. So you got your Migos, your Young Thugs, so on, Rich Homie Quans, your Kevin Gates, for example. You gotta stay in the same lane almost, but your message gotta be your message. So, you know, most niggas, most artists I see today, they doing what everybody else doing, just on a different beat, different flavor, but everything sound the same.
Okay.
I can't deal with that. Like, I would rather, I got the, almost like the UGK approach when it comes to music.
Gotcha.
You got
classic.
Yeah, like times change, so as the times change, I study what's going on. Like, I can't sit and be I just can't keep making music because even as you go along, the production change because these, say for example, let me take the Lex Luger situation. When Lex Luger started dropping them crazy beats, remember prior to that, Manny Fresh had that, alright? And happened at a different stage of music. Then when the Lex Luger happened, every producer been Lex Luger mixing. You understand me? Now Zaytoven hot. Every producer Zaytoven mixing. You feel what I'm saying? So if you consistently dropping, you ain't really making no stamp for yourself because everything you make ain't timeless.
Right.
He moving with the beat.
There you go.
You feel me? And that's something I always had a problem with. So, you know, being a student of the culture, I look at people like UGK, even Jay-Z, for example. And I'm going to put this on record, like, even one of my favorite artists at the time, not now, but then, because I watched how he structured his music. And you look at how UGK do it, even though they had difficulties with their contracts, but when they drop, they've been always relevant. Always. You can play any UGK album to this day. You feeling me? To this day. Production ain't going out of style. Lyrical content still relevant. That's how I think. You know? Because, look, for example, not shitting on the artist, you had, what's the guy name? Who been with Gucci? OG. He had that high pitch ab look. Young Thug got that high pitch ab look. You see how that done gone from one artist to another? He just took it to a different extreme. But the beats change. So he riding a wave now with the right unit. So he gonna power up fast. Now how long is music gonna last? Because you gotta think also, Lil Jon, for example. He had a long run, right?
Yeah.
With that crunk music.
Yeah.
Okay. But after the rudiments change in the music, he pan out. Right. So it's just all about relevance, staying relevant forever. And most artists don't see it like that. They just make music. I can't do that.
I got you.
So right now, like in my archive, I got probably 500 songs. Right? The public probably will never hear them. But you know, that's what I mean. Like, relevant. You gotta stay relevant.
Right. Well, I mean, other than that, I mean, what's something that we can really walk away from this point right now, where you are, with like inspiration. Not just keep going, not just, you know, stay strong, not just, you know, follow your dream, not just all of that. You feel me? Like something that has substance, you know, something that really can hit home.
As far as like dealing with the music business,
with like the industry, like just trying, exactly.
Or you saying like something incredible coming from my career?
From your tenure so far.
Hating, for example. Since I come out as an artist, I've been like one of the most secretly hated on artists. People smile in my face. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? It is what it is. But what I'm saying is, something to grab onto that. I've never let that stop me from moving. You know what I mean? And empowerment for the next artist to come along. You gotta look at that from every point of view. Like in a market like this, if you are able to stay as relevant as long as I have, then you've already succeeded, because everything from the outside is accepted before in the inside. You're going to hear everybody else's music from every place else getting played here. But when you can get your stamp stamped here in a place where everything from the outside is more relevant than the inside, support-wise, you know, make a major impact, period. So for those who focusing on trying to leave an imprint, that's something you need to keep in the back of your mind. You can't let nothing stop you from doing you. I tell most artists who ask me questions, I'll say, like, I don't care what's going on with the outside and who doing their music or who music sounds or what. If it ain't coming from my heart, they ain't in my music, so I ain't even content with it. I don't care about it. So as long as I doing me and people still gravitating to it, and I cool.
It works for me, man. I mean, that right there really does hit home because I mean, you know, I can't say or whatever, but I mean, I don't even need to say all of that, but I understand what you're saying. You feel me? I mean, if you hear me for real. But I mean, as far as everything, I mean, we've already been running with you for a little while. You know, getting some more
years.
I mean, so I mean, don't even. We'll see more of you. I mean, that's all I can really say. I mean, so I'm not even.
Matter of fact, 12 years. 12 years this month.
So what you gonna do?
Turn up. See, I'm not going as far as I can go in this market. We're to the point now where I am becoming repetitive to DJs and promoters. And, you feeling me? Sometimes, like I take this from Beanie Siegel, one of those songs, man. And you gotta go away to come back. Sometimes when you go away, you gotta know not to come back. In a relationship, you don't know what you got till it's gone.
Right.
You feel me? That's how I take that. I mean, sometimes you gotta change your course to make people see your dream, your vision. And then once you make it bigger than life, they gonna have to support it because it's genuine. They saw the struggle from the beginning. They've been a part of the struggle on the good side and on the bad side. The hating, the supporting, they've been a part of it. So once it flourishes, they ain't got no choice but to hold on to the rope while the balloon go up. You feel me? But yeah, I feel it.
I mean, you said enough, man. Like, you hit all the points all the questions that I would have to ask, to someone like you. You feel me? Well, to you, period. I mean, because I can't formulate questions to. You have to just, you give it. I mean, anytime that I'm doing the interview, you do it all. I mean, I don't even have to ask questions with you. I mean, that's just it. I mean, that's just it. I mean, until next time.
Yeah, until next time. Loyalty Volume 2 about to drop soon. Purgatory Volume 2 coming soon. I got another mixtape getting released soon too that I ain't even want to disclose the name of the mixtape because it's more of a conscious mixtape, street conscious, which the vast majority of my music is anyway, just metaphorically. Just look for a lot of stuff coming up, more videos, more internet presence, more about to turn up, man. I just give myself 2 more years, man. I'm going to either be a mogul in the music or a mogul in the streets, which I've been a mogul in the streets my whole life, but I'm going to take that shit to another level, man. Yeah. You know?
Mostly complicated now, dog, I'm really picturing how you got the beam